The 1954 Liberty Franklin half-dollar is one of those coins that instantly captures the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. Struck in the United States and carrying the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," this silver coin represents not just money, but history, legacy, and the thrill of hidden value. When you hold a 1954 Franklin half-dollar in your hand, you're not just holding 50 cents. You're holding a piece of America's past that could be worth far more than you ever expected. This coin belongs to the famous Franklin half-dollar series, minted from 1948 to 1963, and it features the iconic image of Benjamin Franklin on the front. Designed with simplicity yet deep symbolism, it also showcases the Liberty Bell on the reverse side, a powerful representation of freedom. The 1954 issue, especially from certain mint marks like D, Denver, and S, San Francisco, has gained strong attention over the years due to its rarity in higher grades and its silver content. One of the biggest reasons collectors chase the 1954 Franklin half-dollar is because it is made of 90% silver. This alone gives the coin intrinsic value beyond its face value. Even in average condition, it is worth significantly more than 50 cents simply due to the silver it contains. But when you move into higher quality coins, those with sharp details, minimal wear, and original luster, the value can rise dramatically. Now here's where things get exciting. Not every 1954 Franklin half-dollar is worth a fortune, but certain rare conditions can make it extremely valuable. Coins graded at the highest levels, especially those certified as mint state, MS-65 and above, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And if the coin has exceptional eye appeal or a rare full bell lines, FBL, designation, its value can skyrocket even further in the collector's market. The full bell lines feature is one of the most important factors for this coin. It refers to the clear, uninterrupted lines on the Liberty Bell on the reverse. Coins that show these lines fully intact are much rarer and more desirable. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for these details because they indicate a high-quality strike and preservation. In some extraordinary cases, a perfectly preserved 1954 Franklin half-dollar with full bell lines and top grading can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. While stories about coins being worth millions overnight are often exaggerated, the truth is that rare variations and exceptional condition coins can still bring life-changing money to the right seller at the right time. Mint marks also play a crucial role in determining value. The 1954 D and 1954 S coins each have their own rarity levels depending on their condition. Some mint locations produced coins with weaker strikes, making high-quality examples even harder to find today. This scarcity adds to their demand and pushes prices higher among serious collectors. Another factor that can increase the value is errors or unique minting variations. If your 1954 Franklin half-dollar has an unusual feature, such as a double strike, off-center design, or die error, it could be far more valuable than a regular coin. These types of errors are highly sought after because they are rare and often one of a kind. Condition is everything in the coin world. A worn, circulated 1954 Franklin half-dollar might only be worth its silver value, but a pristine, uncirculated coin can be worth many times more. Coins that have been carefully stored, untouched by harsh cleaning or damage, always attract higher offers from collectors and investors. Authentication and grading are also essential steps if you believe your coin is valuable. Professional grading services can confirm the coin's authenticity and assign it a grade that helps determine its market price. Without proper grading, it is difficult to achieve the highest possible value when selling. It's important to understand that while the dream of becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is exciting, it is not common. However, that doesn't mean your coin isn't valuable. Many collectors have discovered coins worth hundreds or thousands of dollars simply because they paid attention to details and preserved their coins well. The market for Franklin half-dollars continues to grow, driven by both collectors and silver investors. As silver prices fluctuate and interest in rare coins increases, the demand for coins like the 1954 Franklin half-dollar remains strong. This makes it a great piece not only for collecting but also for long-term value. If you already own a 1954 Franklin half-dollar, take a closer look at it. Check the mint mark, examine the condition, and look for those full bell lines. You might be holding something far more valuable than you realize. Even if it's not worth a fortune, it still carries historical and collectible value that continues to rise over time. In the end, the 1954 Liberty Franklin half-dollar is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin has the potential to surprise you. Treat it carefully, learn its features, and who knows, you might just uncover a hidden treasure that could change your financial future. 1952 Liberty Franklin half dollar is one of those coins that instantly captures the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. At first glance, it may look like just another old silver coin, but beneath its worn surface lies a story of history, craftsmanship, and potential value that can sometimes surprise even experienced collectors. Struck in the United States during a time of post-war growth, this coin carries both historical weight and collectible appeal. What makes the 1952 Franklin half dollar truly fascinating is its composition. Made of 90% silver and 10% copper, it already holds intrinsic value due to its silver content. But beyond that, certain versions of this coin, especially those in pristine condition, can command significantly higher prices. The shine, the detail, and the originality all play a major role in determining how much a collector might be willing to pay. The design of the coin is equally important. Featuring Benjamin Franklin on the obverse and the Liberty Bell on the reverse, the coin symbolizes freedom and independence. The phrase "In God We Trust" adds to its patriotic essence. Coins that show sharp lines in Franklin's hair and clear details on the Liberty Bell are often considered more valuable than those that appear worn or faded. Now, when it comes to mint marks, the 1952 Franklin half dollar was produced in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Each mint produced coins with slightly different characteristics. Collectors often search for coins from these mints in high-grade condition, especially those with strong strikes and minimal marks. One of the key factors that can turn this coin into a highly valuable piece is its condition, often referred to as grade. Coins that are uncirculated or graded as MS, mint state, can be worth much more than circulated ones. A coin that looks almost brand new, with no scratches or wear, can easily attract serious buyers in auctions or private sales. Another important feature collectors look for is the full bell lines, FBL, on the reverse side of the coin. These are the horizontal lines on the Liberty Bell. If these lines are complete and unbroken, the coin is considered much rarer and more desirable. An FBL designation can significantly increase the coin's value compared to a regular version. While many people dream of finding a coin worth millions, the reality is that most 1952 Franklin half dollars are valued based on condition and rarity rather than hype. However, certain exceptional pieces, especially those in perfect condition with rare features, can reach impressive prices in the collector market. These are the coins that create headlines and spark excitement among enthusiasts. It is also important to understand that the market for rare coins is always changing. Demand, collector interest, and silver prices all influence how much a coin is worth. A coin that is moderately priced today could become more valuable in the future if demand increases or if fewer high-quality examples remain available. Authentication is another crucial step. Many collectors send their coins to professional grading services to verify authenticity and assign an official grade. This not only builds trust but also helps in getting the best possible price when selling. A certified coin often sells for more than an uncertified one. Storage and preservation also play a big role in maintaining value. Keeping the coin in a protective holder, away from moisture and air exposure, helps prevent damage. Even a small scratch or tarnish can reduce its value, so careful handling is essential for anyone serious about coin collecting. Despite all the excitement, it's important not to assume that every 1952 Franklin half dollar is extremely rare or worth a fortune. Many of these coins were produced, and only a small percentage fall into the high-value category. Knowledge, patience, and careful evaluation are key to understanding what you truly have. For those who are passionate about coins, the thrill lies not just in the value but in the discovery. Finding a well-preserved Franklin half dollar can feel like uncovering a piece of history. Each coin has its own journey, passing through hands and decades before ending up in a collection. If you believe you own a rare or valuable version of this coin, it's wise to have it evaluated by an expert. Avoid rushing to sell it at a low price, especially if you're unsure of its true worth. Taking the time to research and verify can make a significant difference in what you ultimately gain. In the end, the 1952 Liberty Franklin half dollar is more than just money. It's a symbol of American history and a potential hidden treasure. While not every coin will make you a millionaire overnight, the right combination of condition, rarity, and timing can turn this humble piece of silver into something truly extraordinary. The 1956 Liberty Franklin half-dollar is one of those classic American coins that instantly captures attention, not just for its historical importance but for the mystery and excitement surrounding its true value. Struck during a time when silver still dominated U.S. coinage, this coin carries both beauty and intrinsic worth. With the iconic image of Benjamin Franklin on the front and the Liberty Bell on the reverse, it represents a powerful blend of American identity and numismatic heritage that collectors around the world admire deeply. What makes the 1956 Franklin half-dollar especially fascinating is its composition. Made of 90% silver, this coin already holds a base value tied to precious metal. But beyond that, its real potential lies in condition, rarity, and mint origin. Coins minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, all exist, but subtle differences between them can dramatically impact their desirability and market price. In average circulated condition, a 1956 Franklin half-dollar may only be worth a modest amount above its silver content. However, the story changes completely when you encounter a coin in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Collectors pay serious attention to coins with sharp details, original luster, and minimal marks. These high-grade examples can command significantly higher prices, especially when certified by professional grading services. One of the biggest factors that can skyrocket the value of this coin is something known as full bell lines. This refers to the clear, uninterrupted lines visible on the Liberty Bell on the reverse side. Coins that display these full lines are considered rare and highly desirable because they indicate a strong, well-struck coin. A 1956 Franklin half-dollar with full bell lines can be worth many times more than a regular example. The mint mark plays a key role in determining value. The 1956 D and 1956 coins are relatively common compared to some other years, but when found in pristine condition with full bell lines, even these can become premium collectibles. The 1956 S, although not extremely rare, can also fetch higher prices depending on quality and strike. It's important to understand that while many online claims suggest these coins are worth millions, the reality is more grounded. Most 1956 Franklin half-dollars do not reach million-dollar status. However, exceptional specimens, those with flawless surfaces, strong strikes, and perfect grading, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially in competitive auctions where collectors are eager to complete their sets. The appeal of this coin goes beyond just money. It represents a period in American history when coins were crafted with precious metals and intricate detail. Holding one in your hand feels like holding a piece of the past. That emotional and historical value is something collectors cherish just as much as financial gain. Another reason this coin continues to gain attention is the growing interest in coin collecting worldwide. As more people discover the hobby, demand increases for classic coins like the Franklin half-dollar. This rising demand can push prices upward, particularly for coins in top condition. If you happen to own a 1956 Franklin half-dollar, the first step is to examine its condition carefully. Look for wear on Franklin's hair, the clarity of the Liberty Bell, and any scratches or discoloration. Even small details can significantly influence value. A coin that appears ordinary at first glance could actually be a hidden gem. Professional grading can make a huge difference. When a coin is authenticated and graded by a recognized service, it gains credibility in the market. Buyers are more willing to pay higher prices for certified coins because they trust the quality and authenticity. This can turn a simple coin into a valuable asset. Storage also matters more than most people realize. Keeping the coin in a safe, dry environment helps preserve its condition over time. Exposure to air, moisture, or improper handling can reduce its quality and, ultimately, its value. Serious collectors take great care in protecting their coins to maintain their worth. It's also worth noting that silver prices fluctuate over time. Since the 1956 Franklin half-dollar contains real silver, its base value can rise and fall with the market. This adds another layer of investment potential, making it attractive not just to collectors but also to those interested in precious metals. Despite all the hype you may see online, becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is extremely rare. However, that doesn't mean this coin isn't valuable. In fact, finding a high-grade example with special characteristics can still be a very rewarding discovery, both financially and personally. In the end, the 1956 Liberty Franklin half-dollar stands as a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and opportunity. While it may not always deliver millions, it holds the potential to surprise you with its true worth. If you have one, treat it carefully, get it evaluated, and never rush to sell, because the real value of this coin might be far greater than you expect. The legendary Franklin half-dollar from 1951 is one of those coins that feels ordinary at first glance, but hides a powerful story of silver, rarity, and collector obsession. Featuring the face of Benjamin Franklin, this coin represents history in your hand. But what makes it truly fascinating is how a simple 50-cent coin can sometimes transform into a highly valuable collectible depending on a few critical details. In 1951, these coins were struck in 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Millions were produced, which is why most examples today are not extremely rare. However, collectors don't just look at how many were made, they look at how many survived in perfect condition. That is where the true magic begins, and where value starts to rise beyond imagination. The coin itself is made of 90% silver, which already gives it a base value. Even if the coin is worn or circulated, it still holds worth because of its silver content. A typical circulated 1951 Franklin half-dollar may only be worth around $10 to $20, but this is just the starting point of the story. The real excitement begins when we step into the world of high-grade and rare varieties. Rarest.org+1. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. Coins that were never used in daily transactions, known as uncirculated coins, can reach much higher prices. Some high-grade examples from 1951 have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially when they are preserved in near-perfect conditions. The difference between a worn coin and a flawless one can mean the difference between pocket change and serious money. Coins value. One of the most important and famous features collectors look for is called full bell lines. On the reverse of the coin, the Liberty Bell has horizontal lines at the bottom. If these lines are sharp and complete, the coin becomes significantly more valuable. These full bell line coins are rare because most coins from that era were not struck perfectly, making this feature a powerful factor in price increases. For example, a 1951 S. Franklin half-dollar with full bell lines can reach tens of thousands of dollars at auction if it is in top conditions. This is where the idea of hidden treasure becomes real. The same coin that might be worth $15 in average condition could jump to thousands simply because of sharp detail and preservation. Coins value. Proof coins from 1951 are another exciting category. These were specially made coins with extra detail and mirror-like surfaces, created for collectors rather than circulation. Because only about 57,500 proof coins were minted that year, they are much rarer. Some high-end proof versions have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, especially those with deep cameo contrast. Coin identifier. Mint errors can take the value even further. Some 1951 Franklin half-dollars have unusual features like double designs, repunched mint marks, or striking mistakes. These are rare and highly collectible. In some cases, error coins have reached prices of several $1,000s depending on how unique and visible the error is. Coin identifier. Despite all this excitement, it's important to stay realistic. Not every 1951 Franklin half-dollar is worth a fortune. In fact, most are considered common coins because millions were produced. Only a small percentage, those with exceptional condition, rare features, or special strikes, reach high values. The dream of becoming a millionaire overnight from a single coin is possible, but extremely rare. Still, the thrill lies in the possibility. Imagine finding a coin in your collection and discovering it has full bell lines, perfect luster, and no wear. That moment could change everything. This is why collectors carefully inspect every detail under magnification, searching for that one extraordinary piece among many ordinary ones. Another factor that adds to the coin's appeal is its historical significance. The design remained in use until 1963, just before it was replaced by the Kennedy half-dollar. This gives the Franklin series a special place in American coin history, making it even more desirable among collectors. If you believe you own a 1951 Franklin half-dollar, the smartest move is to have it professionally graded. Experts can confirm its authenticity, condition, and special features. A certified coin often sells for much higher because buyers trust its grading and quality. One critical mistake to avoid is cleaning the coin. Many people think cleaning improves appearance, but in the coin world, it actually destroys value. Original surfaces and natural aging are highly prized, and any alteration can significantly reduce the price. In the end, the 1951 Franklin half-dollar is not just a coin, it's a hidden opportunity wrapped in silver. While most examples may only be worth a modest amount, the rare ones with the right combination of condition, detail, and uniqueness can reach astonishing values. It may not always make you a billionaire overnight, but under the right circumstances, it can absolutely turn a simple discovery into a life-changing reward. The story of the 1960 Franklin half-dollar is not just about a simple 50-cent piece. It is about hidden value, silver wealth, and the thrilling possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could carry extraordinary worth. When you first see this coin, it may appear common, but beneath its surface lies a combination of history, metal value, and collector demand that can turn it into something far more powerful than its face value. In 1960, this coin was minted in the United States and featured the legendary face of Benjamin Franklin. It was produced mainly in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. Millions were made, which means it is not extremely rare in general, but here is where the mystery begins. Not all 1,960 coins are equal. Some carry hidden qualities that make them incredibly valuable. This coin is made of 90% silver, and that alone gives it a strong base value. Even in worn condition, it is worth much more than 50 cents because of its silver content. In fact, even common examples often trade close to their silver melt value, which has been around $25 to $30 depending on market prices. But the real excitement starts when we move beyond basic silver value. CoinStudy.com +1. Condition is the true game changer. A circulated 1960 Franklin half-dollar may only be worth a modest amount, but when you find one in uncirculated condition, shiny, sharp, and untouched, it can jump significantly in value. Some high-grade examples have been recorded selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on quality. Coinbin.com +1. Now comes the most powerful secret, full bell lines, FBL. On the back of the coin, the Liberty Bell has horizontal lines at the bottom. If these lines are fully visible and unbroken, the coin becomes extremely desirable. This small detail can transform a normal coin into a premium collectible. Rare high-grade FBL coins from 1960 have reached prices in the thousands, and in exceptional cases, even higher at auctions. Coino. The reason behind this dramatic jump in value is simple. Perfection is rare. Most coins from 1960 were not struck perfectly, and many show weak details. Finding one with crisp, clear bell lines is like discovering a hidden gem. Collectors chase these coins aggressively, and that demand pushes prices upward. Mint marks also play an important role. While both Philadelphia and Denver coins are common, slight differences in production quality can make certain coins more desirable. Collectors often compare mint marks along with condition to decide which coin is worth more. Another factor that can increase value is errors. Some 1960 Franklin half-dollars may have minting errors like double strikes or unusual markings. These are not mistakes in the collector world. They are rare features that can multiply the coin's value. A unique error coin can attract serious attention and higher offers. Proof coins from 1960 are another category worth mentioning. These were specially made with a polished finish for collectors. They often have a mirror-like appearance and can be worth more than regular coins, especially if preserved in perfect condition. USA Coin Book. Now let's address the big claim. Can this coin make you a millionaire overnight? The truth is more realistic. Most 1960 Franklin half-dollars are not worth millions. However, extremely rare, high-grade examples with perfect features have sold for very high prices, sometimes reaching tens of thousands of dollars. So while becoming a billionaire overnight is unlikely, owning the right version of this coin can still bring a surprising fortune. Coino. The design of the coin adds emotional and historical value. On the front, Benjamin Franklin symbolizes wisdom and independence. On the back, the Liberty Bell represents freedom. This combination makes the coin not just valuable, but meaningful, something collectors truly appreciate. Another important thing to understand is grading. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition to perfect mint state. A small difference in grade can mean a huge difference in price. That's why professional grading services are often used. They help confirm the coin's authenticity and condition, increasing its market value. If you have a 1960 Franklin half-dollar, you should never clean it. Cleaning may make it look shiny, but it actually reduces its value in the collector market. Keeping the coin in its original condition is always the best choice. The excitement of coin collecting comes from this exact possibility, the chance that something small and overlooked could be worth much more than expected. Many people spend years searching through old coins hoping to find that one rare piece that changes everything. In the end, the 1960 Franklin half-dollar is a powerful reminder that value is not always obvious. While most examples are worth a modest amount, the rare high-quality versions can be incredibly valuable. If you ever come across one, take a closer look. You might be holding not just a coin, but a hidden opportunity waiting to be discovered.